Hey guys, it's Tiffany.
And Rachel.
And today I'm going to be doing my puppy intro video. And he's down here doing his little thing. Can you say hi, Jet? Jet! And you're chewing on grass. Alright. Well, does that flip it? So, he's just a standard... We're going to sit down. He's just a standard miniature poodle. Like, he's purebred, so he ain't got nothing else in him. He's all black. He's got a couple white spots. Yeah, he's got like a white spot on his chin and on his chest. And he's got a little one on his back paw, but it's hard to see. And he's eating my fingers. So, there's that.
You just face planted.
But I think he's a little confused because my neighbor's cutting their grass and he's running around. Yeah, he's got his bunny to play with outside today. He has a little blue
Jet
bone teether that's supposed to taste like chicken. I don't know because I didn't taste it.
You should have.
Oh, come back this way.
Go this way.
Jet, over here. I'm just doing... he's got a matching leash and harness and his little name tag.
You should do like tips.
Oh god. Tips? Like, well, I said I was going to talk about the breeder. And the breeder that I got him from is called Bitsy Baby Kennel. And on the information it says Staunton. But she mostly does poodles, which is kind of why he's a miniature poodle. I've gotten other puppies from her before. My previous dog was from her, and he was a poodle and Maltese mix. And I also had another one that was a poodle mix.
Was Italy?
Yeah, Italy was a poodle Maltese mix. And she's done standards before. I don't know if she still does standards. You're so needy. But I have him on the food she recommended, which is Nutrisource, small and medium breed. And he likes it, but that's all he's had. So, they do not like kennels, but a trick that I know the breeder uses because I'm really close with her is covering the kennels with a blanket, and it kind of gets them to quit making noise.
Calm down.
Yeah. Almost kind of like training birds to when you put
Oh yeah, I've done that.
blankets on their cage, they quit whatever noise they make. But she's a really good breeder. She's she passes all her like state testing. She is I can't remember what the last letter is. Whatever it is, it's a good, like it's a really good breeder. Like all her dogs are bred by the standards. Obviously when you get a dog from them, you have to promise to spay and or neuter them within the proper time frame, and if you don't, there's like a fine involved because their dogs are not meant to be breeded unless you are a breeder and not like, oh, I have 2 dogs, I'm just gonna breed them. Like, you have to be registered as a breeder. He was chewing on my finger. And just in general, on average, these miniature poodles like Jet are running about $600 for purebred. And
days are you gonna get?
They get up to 10 pounds on average, 12 if you overfeed them. He is only 2 months old as of yesterday, so... Ow. Why are you so rough? Yeah, a lot of things are bigger than him. Oh, you hurt me. And he's just,
Stop.
he's being very playful.
Ow!
Yeah, he's still got his
He
puppy
got like
teeth.
those razor sharp teeth.
Yeah. I did get the smallest harness possible at the pet store, and it is still too big.
And he's 2 months.
Yeah. So he will grow into it. He does. I already have him a tag, which just has his name on it, and then my name and phone number. And I'd prefer not to show that. He loves chewing on zippers.
Obviously.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
You want a piece of grass?
He's playful. Training has been okay. I won't say it's been good, and it hasn't really been bad, but he's...
Potty training?
Yeah, he's doing okay. He's kind of being like a toddler, I guess you could say. Like, you tell them, don't do this, and you tell them what to do instead, and then they do that one thing instead, but then they go right back and do the thing they're not supposed to. But he's made progress on kennel training.
Oh my gosh, he almost got out of his...
No, see, because it's small, he gets his arm out.
That's what I just thought.
Yeah. Could I put your arm back in? Thank you.
Oh.
I'm just gonna chase the phone.
He's a fan of the camera.
Back this way.
You should make an Instagram for him.
I should. Who
Stop.
wants Jet to have an Instagram? Please vote on that. And what should I name it? Anyway, but
Stop.
breeder wise, I will try to put her information in the description box for you guys in case you are looking for a puppy. I will say, obviously puppies are not a thing for little kids. They're a lot of work on the parents' part.
Stop.
Which is kind of why I waited until now to get a dog of my own.
He's so fluffy.
But obviously, he doesn't really shed, like at all. I did take him to my dad's house, and they said they found a black hair. They're just assuming it's his, but poodles don't really shed, so whatever. They are fairly easy grooming as long as you keep them cut a decent length. Like, he's obviously not shaved. He does have hair. You can tell his hair is curly like a poodle, but he does not... I haven't had to get him groomed yet, obviously, because I just got him. But they need to be groomed every 8 to 10 weeks, which my mom can groom him, or I can, really. So that's not a big price thing. And I will say this much. This was a tip given to me by the breeder, that when you go to spay or neuter them, take them to a spay and neuter clinic and not a vet. A vet charges... A vet is outrageously priced on their spay and neuter, at least in my area. Vets run like almost $100, I think she said, whereas spay and neuter clinics are only like $35. So, that's a leaf, hun. What are you doing? You're gonna eat a leaf. All right. So, just in general, those are things to consider if you have been looking to spay or neuter your puppy, or just in general, if you're gonna get a puppy and you know you're gonna want to spay or neuter them. I will probably do another video with more direct tips on dogs and puppies, because he is definitely not my first, and is probably definitely not going to be my last. But just in general, he's been very spontaneous and likes to be literally right at your feet, which gets to be difficult considering he's small. You can't see him, especially if it's dark. And with him being right at your feet, you constantly have to worry about whether you're going to step on him or not, which is just about any puppy, because any puppy is small, but he is going to stay small. I just hope eventually, once he gets used to the house, that maybe he won't be right at my feet, to where I don't have to worry about whether I'm going to step on him or not. But I will put the breeder's information in the description box, and if a miniature poodle like Jet is something you're thinking you're wanting, she's a really good breeder. I know probably not everyone is from the area that I am from, but she has sold dogs pretty much nationwide, like all over the U.S., being from southern Illinois, almost St. Louis, Missouri, and sold dogs in Chicago and dogs in other states. I think she sold dogs to people in like Florida. I know she's done people in Missouri. She's had people come from all over to get her dogs, kind of just because she's done dogs for people around here and they've moved either out of state or they have family from out of state, and word's just gotten around about her. But she is not, like, obviously she's not a mass, like, seller, like PetSmart or something like that. She runs her kennel out of her house, and it is always kept clean. I've been there multiple times, just with her having a daughter my age. Just from being there all the time, I've known her pretty much my whole life. I've played with the puppies, and it's not like these dogs that she breeds are kept in kennels all day until someone decides to buy them. She gets and plays with them. Her kids play with them, which her youngest is my age, but they're not just shoved in cages. They get their outside time. They get playtime, well taken care of. Like I said, always clean. She bathes them all the time. She actually gave Jet a bath like a couple hours before I came and picked him up, so that he was nice and clean and smelled good when I came and got him. But just in general, they are really good dogs, and I've loved all my dogs I've gotten from her. I've never had a problem. I've never had anything come up medically or otherwise with dogs I've gotten from her. And I know medical isn't something you can always blame on the breeder, but I've never had a single problem out of dogs I've gotten from her with anything. All her dogs, she doesn't have time to house train all her dogs, but like I said, it's a kennel, so they're kept inside buildings. Like, she's got plenty of little, like, shed areas that she keeps, like, the, like, one litter, and, or her dogs that she uses to breed are usually kept in the, like outside like shed type things that she's done, which they're not like, I mean, they're like brand new sheds. Like she just built almost all of them for her kennel. And just overall well taken care of dogs. When she does have a pregnant female, when she does have a pregnant female, they are kept inside. And when the female has the litter is kept inside and taken care of. She is proper with all her means of taking care of the dog and everything. So just overall a great breeder. And if she doesn't have the specific breed of dog you're looking for, she knows plenty of other breeders to where she can help you. It's not like, oh, I don't have that, you have to find someone else. She will help you find someone else. When my last dog passed away that I had gotten from her, I told her, and she said if I wanted another dog like that, she didn't have his specific breed because he was a mix, but she knew someone that did, and she would help me get in contact with them to get a dog from them. So I'm sure if she doesn't have what you're looking for, she can help you get what you're looking for. And
Oh my gosh, Jet.
And
Stop.
everything else.
Sit.
I know, like I said in my last video when I told you guys about him, Jet was probably the name I was going to go with. Obviously, I went with it. Kind of because I really liked the name Jet. He is
And he's jet black.
black, and
He's jet black.
he is very quick. Obviously, he's a puppy, so his speed will probably slow down. I'm hoping eventually, because he runs the second you move, and gets right in your way. But I will update on training and little tricks that I use to train him. Obviously with kennel training and house training him to go outside and not in the house. He's been doing okay with that, but obviously he's not like super good at it yet. I will say his chewing habits besides zipper is definitely his tag. And he doesn't know what to do about the harness just yet, but that all takes time to get used to. And I think that's about all I got for you guys. That's just his little nut. She's just laying there. Can you say bye, or you're just gonna chew on my zipper? Can you say bye? Yeah, by my zipper. Jet, no. So that is all I have for you guys. Rachel, say bye.
Bye. You should go subscribe to me, Rachel Ann.
Bye, guys.